Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Roku, everywhere. We're going to put this out here live just to give you some updates on what we have going on this morning. During Good Morning Cleveland, we had quite a mess on the streets. I mean, it was a lot of flooding, essentially most spots along the lake shore because of all the rain we've had overnight last night, a good 1 to 2 inches of rain within a matter of a few hours. Now, as we get closer to midday, things are going to be much improved, much less water, much less flooding. But for now, I want to get you out the door this morning, get you up to date. These red counties we have here, the Cuyahoga, Northern Geauga, and Lake County, that's where we've had a good 1 to 2 inches of rain. So we've got a lot of water in a short period of time that has to find some place to go, and it tends to collect on the waterway, on the roadways and streets, ditches, things like that. They start to fill up first. So we got to be careful. This latest little green box we have here, that's the Chagrin River near Willoughby. That's at expected to crest at about 12.1 feet. So that does put that into flood stage. So that just shows if some of the major waterways, the rivers, are actually starting to fill up, and that was a lot of rain that fell. And I'm speaking past tense because check this out. The heaviest stuff is pulling out of here. If you're on the back edge of this in Ashtabula County, moving about 35 miles per hour. Cherry Valley, you're rain free at 733. Well, now it's 733 right now. 740 Williamsfield, Andover, 741 Kinsman, about 741 also. So that heavy rain is pulling out, but there's still flooding concerns on the back side of this. There's still a lot to deal with. These warnings, again, flash flood warnings, this goes into effect for Cuyahoga County until 9:45. And also you've got Lake and Northern Geauga County until 10:15. We may have flooding, that tapers off by 9 o'clock Cuyahoga County and then by, 10 o'clock for Lake and Geauga, but that's as long as the warnings are concerned. I have another round on the way. It's not nearly as heavy and it's not nearly as widespread, and it's not going to last nearly as long either. So I do not expect the massive flooding that we've had across the lakeshore communities inland. I do not expect that, but I do expect some delays because that is some heavy rain near Shelby, and that's all still sliding off towards the east at about 30 to 35 miles per hour. Puts it in Mansfield at 739 and then at Ashland at about 750. And it continues on its trek. So if it's going about 30 miles per hour, we'll put a quick track on this. We'll time it out for you. 30 miles in an hour puts it in Wayne County, puts it at about Worcester in about an hour. So you've got light rain moving in, and then the heavier stuff will be in Worcester in about an hour. If we can stretch out just a little bit more here, the back side of it should be clearing, we'll go 30 miles, should be clearing Mansfield and Ashland in about an hour. So it's only going to last about an hour. Go out to 60 miles, that's 2 hours, essentially pulls it out of Wayne County, out of Worcester. So this is going to pull out of here pretty quickly. I think by around 9 or 10 o'clock, most of this heavy rain, this next round, should be out of here. Still going to have some showers through midday, but I do think at least the heavier rain and the lightning and thunder pulls out of here also. Quick little impact, a little headline for the day. These morning storms are only here for the morning. I do expect us to dry it out this afternoon. Isolated sprinkles possible, but nothing heavy, nothing flooding, no concerns like that. We'll dry it out. We'll warm it up. I think tomorrow and Friday we're into the 70s. Yeah, mid and upper 70s. It's gone though Friday afternoon and evening because thunderstorms roll through here. It really brings in another blast of cold air and an even colder blast of air once we get into next week, the middle of next week. Talking about highs barely making it out of the 40s, if they make it out of the 40s. Yeah, we'll keep a close eye on that. Futurecast, here it is, 9 o'clock. Pretty much going on with right about with what we were just tracking out, what we're seeing with our live radars. Here's Futurecast through lunchtime, and that's what we've got. Mid-60s inland off of the lake. You're talking about, mid-60s out ahead of it where it's still a couple showers by lunchtime. But look at the drop in temperatures behind. We're actually going to have winds shifting more out of the west this afternoon. That dries us out, yes. We stay cloudy, but at least it shuts the rain down, and it also cools us off also. Numbers dropping into the 50s through the afternoon and through the evening. I'm going to sneeze in a second here. Okay, it went away. Anyway, we're good to go. All right, so we do drop it back off into the 50s, and that's good news for the afternoon later on today. Now my eyes are watering because I was going to sneeze. Give me a second here. We'll get back into this. All right, so I want to talk about wind as well. as we go through the day today, check this out. Wind through lunchtime is all mainly out of the southwest, but you notice this west aspect closer to the lakeshore, that's actually going to be bringing in some cooler air as it slides in. So that's that drop in temperatures, about a 5-degree drop once all is said and done. They stay more north overnight tonight and then shift back to the south tomorrow, and that's what gives us the big warm up. So quick little recap. Let's show you what we have going on today. Morning storms, flash flooding, a big concern. Afternoon, a couple little isolated showers, much better, but also cooler. That 65, we hit that at noon and then drop into the afternoon. Tomorrow, isolated rain showers again. It just continues from this afternoon. Isolated stuff to this afternoon, isolated tonight, light showers, isolated tomorrow morning also, light rain showers. Nothing like what we saw this morning, but it'll still be soggy. Then we dry it out and jump things back up into the mid-70s. Check this out, mid and upper 70s with afternoon storms, but the first half of the day is warm and breezy for our Friday. Saturday, we're wet. We got a few rain showers. Look at that, 25-degree drop in temperatures in a day? That's going to be a kind of a misleading high. You see that? Your low, 52, your high. Saturday morning, 52, your high is 52. We may actually be dropping into the 40s throughout Saturday afternoon, all the way into the mid-40s by Sunday morning. We only make it back into the mid-50s with more rain Sunday afternoon, more rain Monday. We're going to have some dry time on Monday, so I think we do get back to about 60, but that's a week away. Timing with this wave, if you've seen anything from this week, that timing with these waves is quite the concern. So we're going to keep a very close eye, obviously, on what's happening through the weekend. Also watching this morning very closely as well. I want to do a quick little run through of the radar again and just show you about the updates. If you're just new to Facebook now, just now watching in, a quick little recap. We've got flash flood warnings in effect until 9:45 for Cuyahoga County and then 10:15 for Lake and Northern Geauga County. We've also got the flood advisory until 10:30 for Ashtabula County. Now the difference between the advisory and the flash flood warning, not a whole lot. The advisory means we have the potential. We've had just as much rain, 1 to 2 inches of rain. We just haven't had many reports of flooding over the roads. Where you have more roads and where you have more reports, we've got those flash flood warnings. It's actively happening and we know where it's happening. Essentially, any low-lying road is underwater this morning. Still going to see that in Ashtabula County. If your morning drive, your morning roads take you through some areas that are low water crossings or anything like that, you've got to be concerned with the amount of water that's going to be rushing over them. Don't drive through the flooded roads. As far as Lorain County, you had a little bit of a break, so the advisory, the flood advisory has been canceled, has been allowed to expire. At 7:40 right now, but you've got more rain. Things are still wet. Still going to have some visibility concerns. Real quick, I do want to show you, we're going to talk to John in more detail, but I want to show you, if I can show you these ODOT cameras. This one's not looking too bad. This is 71 at 90. Earlier, this was zoomed around just a little bit to show 90 getting on to 90 getting onto the inner belt, essentially, and that ramp right there was closed down earlier from just being full of water. We'll look around some of these, and I'll show you in about 10 or 15 minutes here on News 5 on your televisions during GMA. I'll show you some more ODOT cameras. We'll talk to John as well. But for now, let you get to work, let you get to school, do it safely, be careful, no texting and driving. And now that the sun's getting ready to come over the horizon, remember, when those wipers are on, those headlights need to be on also. It doesn't help you see anymore. It just helps everyone else see. So be careful.